Yeah,
All right,
number
let's do it, Reggie. We
55.
got a POORdain. Here we go. This one, there's another five coiner in this one, dude.
Ooh, we got five
Yeah.
coins.
Yeah, this was next. So I did this town, Isleton, Sacramento, or Isleton, California.
Isleton.
Eton, Isle, like
I've driven
in
through there. There's just for the record, folks. I've driven through Isleton, and there's nothing in
it's
Isleton.
crazy. So I did it last year for everybody. It was kind of fun. It was this bar, it was a small town, but everyone came out. It was really cool, right?
Okay,
So this year he's like, you gotta come back to the Crawdad Festival. They have it every year.
and this is where things went awry
No,
because
it's
I saw the
funny.
picture. I saw the picture.
Yeah. Well, first off, the Delta is funny. Okay. And I was thinking like I mean, I was performing for the river folk. And like, how come is it like if you live on an ocean or a lake, people think you're doing well, but not if you live on the river?
No, hold up. Based on the pictures that I saw, you weren't performing for the river folk. You were performing for the river.
Yeah, there are no folk.
There was no folk. I was like, what the
Yeah.
hell is Sal doing? I was like, this is
Here's let's start
okay.
this off. So here's oh, wait, hold on. Let me
I
see
was
if I
not
can
envious of you. There've been plenty of pictures that I've seen. I'm like, oh man, Sal's in Buffalo. He's in Wisconsin. He's in Kentucky or Tennessee, and he's in North Carolina. I'm like, oh man, that'd be great. But this was one of those shows. I was like, oh, that festival joint. I was like, that's all
Which
you,
one
buddy.
are you talking about? The video when you saw me smoking the joint?
I think the video, yeah, you took a hit from some guy walking by or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, and then there was another where you're like on the outside stage, and I saw like a smatter of people. And I was like, oh, this
No,
got to
that was the
be
same. Yeah, that was the same one. Okay, let's see. How can I make this bigger? Anyway, you see this little picture I took? That's the river.
that's the river that you're performing for.
That's the Sacramento River.
That's the river Sal was performing for you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
He got a
This
standing
is
ovation, by the way.
it was very hot and marshy. Uh
Yes.
okay, so then the festival. Now I walked around the festival. Before the show, the festival was good. The problem
Okay.
was my buddy didn't have it set up right with the bar. The bar was only doing music this time. I wasn't aware of this. So then when they had us on some stage where it was already like the thing was breaking down, it was too late. That's
Oh,
why it was a bust. But the food was pretty
okay.
good.
Okay.
And the first thing I had there, and oh, here, I'll show you this. Here's a little picture of of here's the sign. This fits the POORdain vibe completely.
All right. Yes.
The
Yes. City
vinyl
of
sign, the
Alton
sign on a fence.
let's see, City of Alton Crawdad Festival, live music, car show, beer, and crawdads.
It's funny too.
Hold up, why did they have to put that there are crawdads at the Crawdad Festival? Like, isn't
I
that
know.
implied? Um, and Alton Crawdad
It says
Festival dot
Crawdad
com.
four times on this flyer. Crawdad Festival, beer and crawdads, crawdadfestival.com, City of Isleton Crawdad Festival. Oh, and in the Instagram,
Yeah.
Isleton Crawdad Festival. So five times.
And then they got a picture of a crawdad.
And there's a picture. So if you didn't know, this
Yeah,
is
if
now
you
you
didn't
know.
know, they're really trying to push the crawdads on you.
I mean, they also had like a car show. So
Okay.
like, all right, here, I'll show you. This is big in these small towns. Like whenever I'm on the
Yeah, they
road,
love old
sometimes
cars.
they do, right?
They
So
do
here's
love
another
old
one.
cars.
This one's a lot better looking of a picture, but I mean, you see their old cars, you see the little sign. Oh, let me make this
Welcome to
smaller.
Isleton Crawdad Festival. Look at that. Yo, that car right there in the front, that's a Chevy. I used to drive one of those. I used to have a car that looked just like that.
How's
I drove
that?
a I used to my car growing up was a 1976 Caprice Classic.
That's what your mom had?
That's what we
Did she
had.
drive you around in it?
Oh yeah, and it was big like that, and it was heavy, and it was fast. That joint had get
Why'd
up
your
and
mom
go.
have a sporty car?
No, it wasn't sporty. It was just it was that's what she had. She had a 76 Caprice Classic.
So there was lines like crazy. especially crawdads. I'm not a big fan of just eating the damn crawdad in the styrofoam with the piece of corn. Like I did that one time with you and Marcus. There's just a whole bag, and ooh, it's spicy crawdads, and it's such work for the tiniest amount of meat. Like
Yeah.
I'm not a
Yeah.
huge fan.
Right.
So the first thing, there wasn't as bad of a line, but they had a lobster roll. They call it a roll. It wasn't like an official lobster roll, but it was like a lobster on a fried bow. So if
A
you know what
lobster on a fried, what's a bao?
bow, it's like I think it's like a
Bao.
Korean like thing. They make breads out of it. It's like a soft and so what they did is usually it's very white. It's like white looking. Me
Okay.
explaining bao is probably pretty funny. You know, bao, you ever see the it's like a dumpling almost it looks like. Anyway,
Okay.
here, maybe
Yeah.
if I look it up, I could find it for you.
Yeah. Because I never even heard that term
I mean,
before.
how are you? You're in the Bay Area, dude. That's like Bow country.
I never heard of bao. Bowl? You say you say lobster in a bowl? Not a
Yeah, here,
bowl.
I'll show you. Here's
Yeah, show me. Because I'm sure our listeners and viewers are like, what the hell is a bowl?
no, they're probably like, what the hell's wrong with Reggie? You don't know what Bow is. Okay, you see it here? You see the
Oh,
chicken in the little thing?
yeah.
So that bread
That's
thing is a bow.
okay. I would have just called that like a fat tortilla or something. Like, oh, it's got a
Fat
fat tortilla.
tortilla.
It's got a
That's
little
pretty
fat
funny,
tortilla
actually.
underneath.
That's what a
Like,
bow is.
but
It's a
like
fat
pita
tortilla.
bread, like a folded pita bread.
Yeah, it tastes a little different. It's pretty
Okay.
good. I really like it. Okay, so anyway, but it wasn't bad. You fry it with a little panko. So this is from Cafe 949.
Not. Oh, look at this picture. This picture actually looks pretty good.
Yeah. I mean,
I
this
mean,
is a good picture. A little lemon, got a little greens on
yeah.
there with it. And I'm gonna tell you, this is a 5 coiner. This thing was great.
Was
It
it
was
great?
really
Okay.
good. Yeah, it was good. It was the best thing I had there.
You did a good job with the picture this time. It's almost centered. I don't know. I would have preferred a plate versus the wrapper,
Well,
but
this is Crawdad, dude. You ain't got there's thousands of people. They ain't got time for that.
they ain't got time for plates. But this actually looks appetizing. It
It
looks
was really good.
crispy. It looks
Mm-hmm.
crispy. Um,
Mm-hmm.
with the little lemon, you can get, and then you got a little mixed green on there. Okay, all
Mm.
right. This one, you getting better
Yeah.
with your pictures, man.
Cafe 949. That should be up in your area. Well, maybe it's more Sacramento.
Yeah, I think it's more Sacramento, especially where
But
Alton is.
yeah. But you know, people come in from all over.
Okay.
Now, so then I was like, all
I
right, we're
can't I
gonna
can't joke on that one. That one actually looked tasty. If I'm
that
joking
was
on
good. That was
anything,
strong, dude. People
yeah,
are
that was
like,
good.
damn.
That one looks appetizing.
Nothing
And the
poor about that
picture,
POORdain.
yeah, that picture actually made it look like it might be tasty. All the
I
other
mean,
pictures that you've ever taken, I'll pass. But that one,
well, they did a good job. They set it up. All I had to do was click.
okay.
All right. So then the next one, I don't know the name of this place. So on the series, I mention all the places I go in the town. That's what I'm
Okay.
going to put in the description. Keep it simple. These are the spots, and this is the town. And but this one I don't know, but that's okay because this was the weakest link, so they probably wouldn't want me mentioning them. And it was just like, you know, a
Okay.
food truck thing. And they all these are like food trucks, but this one they run out of everything too. So I wanted
Oh,
like crawdad tacos, and they ran
okay.
out.
Oh.
So they're like, we could put crawdad on fries.
Oh, they
That's
ran
our
out of the
thing.
tacos, the actual taco, it was hard shell tacos.
I don't know what it was. I didn't.
Okay.
They were out before I could get it.
Okay.
So, so then I went with the fries, and which was fine. But then they cover it with this remoulade sauce or
Oh,
whatever the hell.
see now we get back to
Now we're back to
poor day.
poor
We're
day.
back to poor day. I mean, the paper plate, the design on the paper plate,
Look how
and
much
then
sauce you fucking put on there.
I know you can't even see the food. It looks like it's
It's
smothered under. Now
oh
hold up though, just for the record, I'm a sauce lover. I oftentimes just like food with my sauce, right? Because I love sauce. But in this situation, I think a nice little drizzle would have been nice, so we could actually
yeah,
see what the
right.
food looks like.
Right,
This is
because the
like
crawdad was
they said,
good and it wasn't bad. Like the fries and the crawdad are good, but they just drenched the shit out of it.
yeah. And you got is that a plastic fork I see stuck in inside?
Yeah, it's a plastic fork I got
You
in
didn't
there.
want to,
Gotta, I can't eat with my hands, not
I
this
know, but
stuff.
You know, you can either leave the plastic fork out of the picture or put the plastic fork in a way that we can see that it's a plastic
I
fork
like to
doing a
keep it a
thing.
mystery.
I mean, and look, just for the record, I'm sure that this tasted fine because obviously and honestly, fried food just tastes good, right? Like, let's just be honest. It's
Fries are
not
fries.
fries are fries, and fried anything is gonna be tasty, right? Um, but yeah, this one we get back to the POORdain on this one. This one with the paper plate, the plastic fork on the side, the the splat of sauce on top. They
Splot.
look like
That's good.
they look like they're in a hurry. They're like, all right, here you go. Next, next.
Yeah, yeah. Like I got it in a prison.
Yeah, exactly.
Next.
But you said it was tasty though.
It was good, but
Okay.
you
It was
know, it
all right,
was
but
yeah.
for what it
We'll
paid
go.
for out of 5 coins,
We're going 3.5.
3.5.
We're going 3.5.
3.5 coins for that one. All right.
Okay, and then this is the final one. Now, this one I got to give a shout out. This is my man Mike McBoodary.
That's a name for your ass.
That's a
Shout out to Mike
name.
McBoodary.
If that is a name for your ass. So,
Exactly.
the last time I was there, we did the show and it was great. And then I was hungry. I wanted to eat. Everything closes in a small town early. And
All right.
Mike, who's at the show, he's like, I own the sandwich shop down the street. Come on over. I'll make you guys sandwiches right now. And he did that. And he made us sandwiches in the back room, just gave it to us. Then I went to the bar and ate it
Oh,
at the bar with my drink. It was amazing.
oh, wait, hold up. His store was closed,
Yeah, it was after the store closed.
and he went in and made you guys sandwiches even after they were
Yeah,
closed. Wow,
yeah.
that's
Last
shout
year
out
was
to Mike.
amazing.
Yeah,
So then what
that's
Mike did,
that's
he
cool.
had his storefront and only served two items this
Okay,
for the festival. He's like, you ain't got time for sandwiches, Sal.
right.
And and they sold out of the melt. He had a crawdad melt, which was
Okay.
everyone was raving about it. So he was out of that, but I went with the jambalaya. So he had
Ooh.
crawdad jambalaya, and he put this picture up on his Instagram.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just him making it, but yeah, it
I can
was
dig
really
that. It's
good.
over the pot, right? It's like he scooped it right out. I mean,
Right. And the
okay.
crawdad was really good.
And it's a
And
lot of
the
crawdad.
McBoodary is a great, I highly recommend it. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I even kind of like I try to riff on him a little because he came to the show. He was one of the few you didn't see
Okay.
along the river watching. And
Along watching
people,
along
everybody
the
knows
river.
him in town. And they're like, don't talk bad about Mike. Like I'm like, he's the sandwich guy. I'm like, he's like Mayor McCheese. Like everybody knows about him.
Oh
And
wow.
they all love him. So but yeah, I was like, no, we cool, man. Geez, I can rip it on your sandwich, Mayor.
Did you so you didn't say anything about it?
No, I did. I was saying something, but I was like just Joshua with them. And yeah, but somebody said something while I was doing that. And I'm
They're
like,
like, hey, bro.
some guy who's breaking down, he's not even there.
He's like, hey
It's like
man, you better
perfect.
watch it. He's like, nobody goes at the mic.
No one goes
Nobody.
after Mike. Big
Yeah, no one goes at the McBootery. Okay.
McBoodary. And he gave me some sunglasses last time. I wear them all the time. So yeah, I highly recommend McBoodaries in Isleton,
McBooteries.
California.
Okay. All right. Look, I want to say this real quick. Shout out to Mike McBootery for opening your shop and making some sandwiches for my peoples, man. That's actually really cool. Props to you. So anybody out in Isleton or that area, go check out McBooteries and tell them Sal Kalani sent you. He appreciates you.